sentence of past perfect tense into an interrogative and a negative and an interrogative one. Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about that thing. Okay, so now let's get started. So here you can find the sentence, she had kneaded the flour before the guests came. Okay, here you can find two actions, okay, that have been told you in my previous video. Now I want to tell you something, that this is the formal language. If you want to talk any two actions of the past that have been completed, so you have to use for the first action the past perfect tenses structure, and for the second action you just have to use the simple past tense. But in spoken English you can use simple past tense for both actions. Got? When you apply these sentences into your writing, then use this structure. I mean, for the first action you have to use the past perfect tense structure, and for the second action you use the simple past tense. But while you speak such thing, okay, such type of sentences, you will speak such type of sentences, then just simply say two actions in the simple past tense. That means you when I will go to speak the sentences in spoken English form, then if I say like that, she needed the flour before the guests came. She needed the flour before the guests came. Okay, then the sentence is correct. Here you can find another sentence, I had taken the exam. This is, you can find, this is in the structure of past perfect tense, and the second action is before I got sick. This is in simple past tense. But in spoken English, if I say like that, this sentence is, I took the exam before I got sick. In simple past tense, I took the exam before I got sick. Okay, then this sentence you can say this in spoken English like this, the police had caught the thief by the time I reached. Okay, if I say this sentence, the police caught the thief by the time I reached. The police caught the thief by the time I reached. I mean, I want to say you that you can speak the auxiliary verb had here. Okay, the police had caught the thief by the time I reached. Okay, I had written the email before he apologized. If I say this sentence like, I wrote the email before he apologized, then the sentence is correct. Okay, so these things happens in spoken English, in the case of spoken English. Okay, I think everything is clear. Now let me tell you these things in Bengali. এটা আছে তোমার ফর্মাল ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে। যখন তুমি পাস্টের কোনো ঘটনা, দুটো ঘটনা একসঙ্গে বলতে চাইবে, তখন প্রথমের অ্যাকশনটা তোমাকে পাস্ট পারফেক্ট টেন্সের স্ট্রাকচার ইউজ করে বলতে হবে। আই মিন, শি হ্যাড নিডেড দ্য ফ্লাওয়ার্স বিফোর দ্য গেস্ট কেম, অ্যান্ড দ্য সেকেন্ড অ্যাকশনটা তোমাকে সিম্পল পাস্ট টেন্সে বলতে হবে। ওকে, বাট যখন তুমি স্পোকেন ইংলিশ ইউজ করবে এইসব সেন্টেন্সের জন্য, আই মিন যখন তুমি কথা বলবে, যখন র্যান্ডামলি কথা বলবে, ফ্লুয়েন্ট কথা বলবে, তখন তুমি যদি হ্যাডটা স্কিপ করো, জাস্ট বোথ দি অ্যাকশনস তুমি যদি সিম্পল পাস্ট টেন্সে বলো, then the sentence structure is also correct. She needed the flowers before the guests come. Okay, okay, and the second sentence কি বললাম এখানে কি আছে, I had taken the exam before I got sick. এই সেন্টেন্সটাকে তুমি তো সিম্পল পাস্ট টেন্সে করে নাও। কি হবে সিম্পল পাস্ট টেন্সে করলে, I took the exam before I got sick. Okay, and this sentence, the police had caught the thief by the time I reached. If I say the sentence like that, the police caught the thief by the time I reached. I wrote the email before he apologized. Okay, now let's change this sentence into negative one. If you want to change this sentence to negative, how will you change this? Just you have to put not after had. You have to insert not after the auxiliary verb not. She had not needed the flowers before the guest came. Okay, here you can find two actions is present. এখানে দুটো অ্যাকশন আছে, তো যে দুটো অ্যাকশনের মধ্যে যেটা তোমার নেগেটিভ, যেই অ্যাকশনটা তোমার নেগেটিভ, দ্য অ্যাকশন হুইচ ইজ ইন নেগেটিভ, হুইচ ইউ উইল ওয়ান্ট টু ট্রান্সফার ইন্টু আ নেগেটিভ ওয়ান, you just have to not after the auxiliary verb of that action. Okay, if you want to change this first action into a negative one, then you have to use not after the auxiliary verb had. She had not needed the flowers, okay, before the guests came. হয়ে গেল। Now if you want to change this action, the second action, I mean the guest came, the coming of the action, the coming of the guest, যদি তুমি এই অ্যাকশনটা চেঞ্জ করতে চাও, if you want to change this action into a negative one, then you have to put negative verb after the auxiliary verb of the past simple past tense. Okay, she had needed the flowers before the guests did not come. Okay, we know that for the simple past tense we have did as our auxiliary verb. So both this way you can write she had not needed the flower, okay, FLOUR, before the guests came. Okay, this is one way. And the another is she had needed the flower, okay, before the guests did not come. Okay, but by doing this you can find, by doing this I mean by changing the sentences into negative in this two way, you can find the difference in the meaning of these two sentences. Okay, look, she had not needed the flour before the guests came. What is the meaning of this? That say guest আসার আগে আটা ঠিক করেনি, ওকে, আটাটা মিক্স করেনি। সে গেস্ট আসার আগে আটাটা মিক্স করেনি। ওকে, this is the meaning of the first sentence. And the second one, she had needed the flour before the guests did not come. Okay, she had needed the flour, সে আটাটা মিক্স করেছিল, বিফোর দ্য গেস্ট ডিড নট কাম, গেস্ট যখন আসেনি তার আগে সে আটাটা মিক্স করে নিয়েছিল। সো ইউ ক্যান ফাইন্ড দ্য ডিফারেন্স অফ দ্য meaning of the sentences, in the meaning of the sentences. Okay, so here another example for you. I had taken the exam before I got sick. Okay, I had not taken the exam before I got sick. This is one way. The another way is I had taken the exam before I did not get sick. Okay, then try to find out the meaning of this two sentence. Okay, here I had not taken the exam, I mean the first action has been transformed into a negative one and the second action is as it was. ওকে, এখানে ফার্স্ট অ্যাকশনটা চেঞ্জ করা হলো নেগেটিভে আর সেকেন্ড অ্যাকশনটা যেটা ছিল সেটাই রাখা হয়েছে, বাট ইন দিস কেস দ্য সেকেন্ড অ্যাকশন হ্যাজ বিন চেঞ্জ ইন্টু আ নেগেটিভ ওয়ান, বাট দ্য ফার্স্ট অ্যাকশন ইজ অ্যাট ইট ওয়াজ আর্লিয়ার, যেটা আগে ছিল সেই অ্যাকশনটাই রাখা হয়েছে। দেন ইউ ক্যান ফাইন্ড দ্য ডিফারেন্স ইন দ্য মিনিং। ওকে, আই হ্যাড নট টেকেন দ্য এক্সাম, আমি এক্সাম দিইনি, বিফোর আই গট সিক। ওকে, আমার অসুস্থ হওয়ার আগে আমি এক্সাম দিইনি। দিস ইজ দ্য মিনিং অফ দ্য ফার্স্ট সেন্টেন্স। অ্যান্ড দ্য আই হ্যাড টেকেন দ্য এক্সাম বিফোর আই ডিড নট গেট সিক, বলছে আমি অসুস্থ হইনি তার আগে এক্সাম দিয়ে দিয়েছি, আমি অসুস্থ হওয়ার আগেই এক্সাম দিয়ে দিয়েছি। গট ইট? সো ডু দিস বাই yourself, these sentences. Okay, now if you want to change this sentence into interrogative one, you just have to put this had at the beginning of the sentence. Had she needed the flour? Had she needed the flour before the guest comes? In the same way as it was done for the other tenses also. Okay, same rule is applied here. In order to make a sentence an interrogative one, you simply have to put the auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, and let me tell you something, that this is one type of interrogative sentences. There are another type. Okay, you can find we okay, let me make it clear by giving an example. Okay, I can make a sentence, an interrogative one, by using the WH word. Okay, who are you? Where are you going? Okay, what are you thinking about? The sentences, all these sentences that I have told you recently, all are in interrogative form, but here I have used the WH word in order to make the sentences interrogative sentence. Okay, but in this case I am only showing you how to make a sentence by only changing the place of the auxiliary verb. Okay, when I will teach you the interrogative sentences, then I will show you all type of interrogative sentence. Okay, now just learn how to make the sentences into interrogative one by only changing the place of the auxiliary verb. Okay, here you have to put the auxiliary verb had before the subject. Had she needed the flour? Okay, then write the sentences, write the rest of the sentence as it is. Got it? Okay, this is about past perfect tense. This is all about past perfect tense. Okay, in this way you can use past perfect tense in your speaking. So I'm not talking about, before I started my video I thought I will tell about future perfect tense also, but the video is getting lengthy and I think it will take a lot of data, and today I've run out of this. So okay, let me talk about future perfect tense in my next video. Till then, keep practicing. Okay, and take care.